All right, in this video we're going to talk about, do you need all-wheel drive in Billings, Montana during the winters? This video you're watching right now is me in the parking lot of Senior High School, which is on kind of the border between the west end and the central side of town. And this is driving in a Mazda 5, which is a minivan technically, but it's got a super low clearance as far as the minivan. As far as driving, it's just like a front-wheel drive vehicle car. Nothing real special to it. And as you'll see in this video, I get around fine. It's not going to be the same when I'm driving one of our four-wheel drive vehicles, but I drive confident and fine around the city using just my front-wheel drive vehicle. Now, this car does have Michelin tires on it that are called CrossClimate 2 tires. And they're neat because they're an all-weather tire, so they're all-season. You can use them at all time. I don't rotate them out. They're not snow-specific tires, but they are rated to be in the snow. They're what's called the 3 Mountain Peak rated tire, and they do pretty well in the snow. Again, does not compare to a four-wheel drive vehicle, but as you can see in this video, I'm not slipping and sliding. We were in the parking lot where it was pretty white. Here you're on a road where we've got ice and snow. And you can see as I drive around here that I don't have much of a problem getting around. I drive and I'm not slipping and sliding. And here it's maybe hard to see in the video, but I'm going to start going up a decent incline. And you see all these cars stopped ahead. I think someone couldn't get over. And so as you see, I'm just driving and keeping my foot on the gas, and I'm able to go just fine here without any issues. And passing trucks and vehicles that are clearly having some issues. And again, front wheel drive, regular car clearance, driving in a Montana winter, and this is about a year ago, without any issues. You see I'm just climbing up confidently up the road. Again, this is in a Mazda 5. Just so you can see, since you're watching this video, you're probably looking at coming to Billings, Montana. This is one of the major thoroughfares called Grand Avenue. The high school was there at 5th Avenue, and we're going all the way up towards 24th Avenue and King. And you can see going through signal lights and stopping and navigating traffic is just fine. If you haven't driven in snow, again, I've been driving in snow for 30 years, so I have some experience about, keeping a bigger following distance and managing your braking and your acceleration. When my teenager was learning on how to drive, those are all things he had to learn because it's just something you've got to get the feel for. So he slides around in this car a little bit more than I do. But again, as you see here, nothing concerning or sketchy. You can see that our roads here are pretty clear. So something else worth noting, at least in city limits, I've never had a day where I couldn't get around or out in my vehicle to go from home to work. That just simply hasn't happened over the last couple of years. They keep the main thoroughfares like Grand Avenue here pretty clear. As far as roads and alleyways, they may or may not be cleared, but we don't get 4 feet of snow regularly. We're going to get 6 inches of snow that the car is going to push through just fine. No big issue. Other cars have been out before me. There are other videos on this channel where you'll see more snow on the ground that you can look at to see what that looks like. There's a couple of videos on this channel that show fresh snow. So I'm literally the first person driving out on my street onto a public roadway. And this is all, again, front-wheel drive, minivan technically, but the clearance is out of a regular sedan. So it doesn't even have any elevated clearance. Yes, sometimes you'll hear the underbody scrape against snow or ice. But Billings really doesn't get buried in snow like you see in a lot of places in Montana or in other states. This around city driving is pretty clear, and outside of the city is where you might run into other issues, but they keep the highways and the main thoroughfares really, really clear. We tend to get snow. It looks like this for days or weeks, and then you might get a day or two where you've got a couple inches of fresh snow. You might get a weekend where you've got a foot or two. But like I said, I've never had an issue where I couldn't get to work or get to where I needed in a two-wheel drive vehicle. We do have 2 other vehicles that are all-wheel drive. We've got a four-wheel drive pickup truck. We also have an all-wheel drive SUV. But literally, I've never had a day where I couldn't just hop in this little Mazda, zip around town to wherever I'm going. Is it a little slippier? Yes. Have I ever had a close call? No. In fact, I've had more of a problem with a fishtail out on the pickup truck than I have in this car. So I feel totally confident going around town in this vehicle. Again, experienced driver in the snow. So hopefully this video gives you a little bit of an insight of what the roads and traffic is like in Montana in the winter. This is leaving high school, so this is like prime time, drop your kids off at school, get to work. This is traffic at its peak on the largest road in Montana, or the largest road in Billings in city limits. So depending on where you come from, this might look like beautiful rush hour traffic that is speed limit the whole way. So this is Montana. This is Billings. Again, Mazda 5, CrossClimate 2 tires. I did a bunch of research before I decided to land on these tires. The biggest appealing thing to me was the fact that I could keep these on year-round and still maintain my mileage warranty. Almost every snow tire you'll see out there has no mileage warranty. And so these had a compelling mileage warranty, a compelling price, and as we can see here, they work well in the snow. We had weather conditions like this when we moved here from another state, 3 states away. And so when we drove out here, these are the tires I had, and I didn't have any worries or concerns at all. In fact, I was towing a trailer at the time. None of this is paid. There's no paid sponsors or endorsements. As you see, tiny channel. We've got less than 20 subscribers. And the video that this is based on, that's linked up above, has 1,000 views. Like, I'm shocked that I have 1,000 views on that. And this is my highest rated video. So not a big channel. But I really hope for those of you that are looking to come to Montana, or even maybe you live in Montana and, hey, can you really get by with an all-wheel drive? Or do you need all-wheel drive versus four-wheel versus two-wheel? Here's a two-wheel drive vehicle doing just fine in winter conditions here in Billings. Again, check out the other videos if you want to see a couple more winter driving things. This channel is kind of split 50-50. Some stuff about managing and maintaining a Mazda 5. The other half has been showing off some of the weather conditions that we have here. Those actually seem to be more popular. So hope this helps, and hope you guys have a great day and stay safe as you drive around town. Take care.